Hi, Cancer. Let's see what the universe wants you to know. My readings are timeless, and when you find them is when you're meant to hear the messages. So take what resonates and leave the rest. And if the reading doesn't resonate at all, don't try to make it fit. Spirit, what is coming in for Cancer? First card out, we have Casket, someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. So there's an ending here. Casket can be, someone, a death, but it almost never talks about that. It's almost usually just like the end of a relationship or the end of some kind of situation in your life. Spirit, what else? Something that's ending in your life. Spirit, what else for Cancer? What do they need to know? Okay. We have Ram, a stubborn, aggressive person. The Ram can be someone in your energy who's stubborn, aggressive. It could be you being stubborn and aggressive here. Then we have Quill, get back to the basics. So there's a need for you to, get back to the basics, simplify. It could be, just life in general where you're needing to get back to the basics. It could be something you're working on. You did get the cane on the bottom of the deck, which is pay attention to your health. So with this on the bottom of the deck, I definitely feel like there's a need here for you, and it's important to the reading in some way that you are going to need to, pay attention to your health. Maybe you need to get a checkup. Maybe you're having some illnesses, physical illness, or maybe you're having some stress. There's something here where Spirit is giving you the advice that you do need to pay attention to your health with the cane. And it is important in some way to this reading. Let's clarify these cards and let's see what's going on. I do want to let you know, though, that I don't do personal readings for the public at this time. If I ever start doing them, I will never contact you out of the blue and offer you a reading. Spirit, why is Casket here? Oh, that was quick. Wow, the High Priestess. Pisces, Virgo energy with High Priestess. And we have the Four of Swords here. I just want to dig a little deeper. Yeah, we have the Knight of Cups. So I do feel like that there was an ending here with someone in your life. I feel like you went through some kind of ending. Something where I feel like there was things you didn't know. Things that were hidden from you. Illusions, delusions. I feel like something ended. And there was something you either didn't know about that ending, about why the ending happened, or the relationship could have had a lot of hidden secrets that you didn't know about. But I definitely feel like you're kind of healing. You're kind of healing over that ending that happened in your life here with the Four of Swords. But I do feel like there is someone in your energy wanting to come in here towards you. Someone wanting to come, they could be coming in to romance you. I don't know if this is the person that you have the ending with. I feel like for a lot of you it is, but for some of you it may not be. Let's just clarify though. Spirit, show me the High Priestess. Why is it here? Why is the High Priestess here for Cancer? Wow, yeah, the Tower. And the King of Pentacles. Masculine earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I want to dig a little deeper, and we have, wow, the Queen of Cups. That's your energy there, Cancer. So this is someone that I do feel like is in this earth, this King of Pentacles energy. This is someone who's, very focused on the material world. They could have earth heavy in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They don't have to, but they're just in that King of Pentacles energy. Someone very focused on their material world, their stability, their security, their money, This is someone that you could have even had children with, because the King of Pentacles can be a father figure. But I definitely feel like you were in the Queen of Cups with this person. This is someone that you gave that unconditional love to. The Queen of Cups is your natural feminine energy, and disregard gender. You could both be masculines. You could both be females. You could be a masculine and Queen of Cups energy, and they could be a female and King of Pentacles energy. There's no gender in tarot. There's only energy, and we all have masculine and feminine energy within us. But I feel like whatever this was, this ending, you may have found out whatever secrets were hidden from you. For many of you, I feel like that's what happened. That you found out some kind of secret. You found out something that was hidden from you. Someone was, creating illusions and delusions, and you realized it, and it caused a tower. And the tower crumbles because it's not built on a solid foundation. And I feel like this relationship was not built on a solid foundation because someone wasn't being honest here. Spirit, show me the ram, a stubborn, aggressive person. Why is it here? I do feel like that King of Pentacles energy is wanting to come in towards you. They're wanting something stable, secure now. They see you as the Queen of Cups, as someone who's very intuitive, loving, and giving. Spirit, show me the ram. Why is it here? Okay. Too many, but I see the 8 of Wands. Yeah, they're sending you messages for sure. Spirit, show me ram, a stubborn, aggressive person. I feel like this is someone taking action here towards you. Maybe in the form of messages. Or they may be coming at you in person even. Spirit, show me ram, but they're taking some kind of action towards you, whether it's going to be a message or it's going to be in person. Spirit, show me the ram. Wow, 2 of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles. Remember, we saw them as that King of Pentacles. We know you are that Queen of Cups. I want to dig under this Queen of Pentacles here. 2 of Cups. Yeah, this is someone who I feel like has been going back and forth in their mind. I feel like they're coming out as a stubborn person here, and they could be aggressive, but they're coming out as stubborn energy here with the 2 of Pentacles. This is someone who's going back and forth in their mind. I feel like they don't want to give in here and come towards you. Like they want to come towards you, but they're waffling about whether or not they should come forward. And I feel like they're just sitting there trying to make a decision, but having trouble making that decision. They do see you as their divine counterpart with the Earth Queen, which is the Queen of Pentacles and other tarot decks. They see you as their 2 of Cups, their soul mate. They see you as their soulmate, their divine counterpart, and their soulmate. Spirit, show me, but I feel like they're being very stubborn right now. Like I feel like one minute they're thinking they're going to do it, they're going to come forward, and then the next minute they're like, no, I'm not doing it. Spirit, show me the 2 of Pentacles. 2. They're needing to make, we saw the 2 of Cups, we see the 2 of Pentacles. They're needing to make a decision. There's a decision that they need to make. I don't feel like they've made it yet. Spirit, show me the 2 of Pentacles. And we have the 9 of Pentacles. And we have the Hermit. Yeah, because I think they see you doing well on your own. They see you in 9 of Pentacles energy. They see you as someone who, you're okay without them. Maybe you were not okay for a while. Maybe you were really heartbroken over this whole entire connection and ending and all of that. But I feel like you went within. Hermit is Virgo energy. You went within. You've been soul searching. You've been focusing on yourself, listening to your higher self. And they see you in that 9 of Pentacles energy now, where you're doing okay. You're doing okay without them now. And I feel like it's making them feel some kind of way. Because I think they may have liked that you were feeling in heartbreak. And they want to come forward, but now I feel like whatever held them back from coming forward. And I feel like for a lot of you, it was because you found out about whatever was not right that caused the ending to begin with, but also they've been waffling about how to come forward, whether they should come forward or not. And I feel like they don't they may not want to admit to their wrongdoing. You know, they know they did something underhanded or sneaky. They could have lied, cheated, stole, whatever that they did, okay? They don't really want to admit to that. So they're kind of waffling because they know if they, the only way to come in towards you, because you're doing good without them. Now, for a time there, you may not have been, but now you're doing good. You're doing okay. At least they see you as doing good and doing okay now. And they know that they're going to have to, you know, apologize or whatever they need to do in order to even have a chance at coming in. Spirit, show me the quill. Get back to the basics. I feel like they know that they may have to come in. I feel like they feel like they're going to have to grovel here a little. Spirit, show me quill. Get back to the basics. And you have the Hierophant. Taurus energy with the Hierophant. And the Hermit. You have that Hermit again. Yeah, there's something here where I feel like you got the Hierophant and you've got the Hermit. Those are two extremely powerful spiritual combinations. And I feel like you are really more connected now to your higher self. You know, a lot of times we become a lot more spiritual, a lot more connected to our higher selves after going through a very difficult period in our lives. And I definitely feel like that's the case here. I feel like you have gotten back to the basics since all of this happened. Since you went through this difficult period, I feel like that forced you to kind of get back to the basics, to start going within and listening to your higher self about this situation. You know, and I feel like it made you learn the lessons. These lessons that you learned from this person is why you went back to the basics, is why you're more connected, I feel like, to your higher self now. Spirit, show me the Hierophant. Why is the Hierophant here? The Five of Cups. Yeah, it's exactly what I just said to you with the Page of Pentacles here on the bottom of the deck. You started listening to your higher self because you went through that difficult period in your life, or you may have felt like this poor cat, you know, just coming up out of the water, soaking wet, sad over what you just went through. And that sadness propelled you forward here. And I feel like you may still be in this Five of Cups energy a little bit. You know, I don't feel like you're completely out of it, but I think you're out of it enough to where people don't realize that you're still kind of in it a little bit. But I feel like you've gone through the worst of it. Spirit does want you to, you know, pay attention to your health though. And I feel like it's because this was a very stressful situation. And there is a need for you here, I feel like, to really go within, focus on yourself here. I definitely feel like you have someone who's kind of going back and forth in their mind about coming forward. And I do feel like we did see that Knight of Cups, but it was buried a little bit. So I feel like they are going to come in. They are going to take action towards you eventually. But I feel like you really just need to be focusing on you and what you're doing and keep going in the way that you're going. Definitely get checked out. Make sure everything's okay. Maybe it's just a good time for you to start really focusing. I feel like this pay attention to your health for most of you. For some of you, there may be a reason you may need to really get checked out. There may be and I am not a doctor. So you definitely need to see a professional, not me. But for a lot of you, I feel like this pay attention to your health is just because I feel like there's a need to really focus on yourself. I feel like you've been doing more of that and that's why we're getting back to get back to the basics, because there's that need to really listen to your inner self, your higher self, and a need to just focus on yourself here a little bit. Spirit, give me an oracle card for guidance for Cancer. What guidance do you have for them? Okay, I'm going to read this to you. Give me 1 second. Semi. Okay. This card has many characteristics in common with Yam Simi. Both indicate the end of something, an end which is itself a doorway into something else. But while Yam Simi can be regarded as big death, Simi is the little death. Yam Simi signifies a major ending. Simi indicates smaller endings. The appearance of Simi doesn't portend major life upheavals, but rather a series of smaller adjustments. You can either use the energy represented by Simi to complete and clear up a number of unfinished details, or you can allow disruption of your life, avoid the issues, and stay right where you are. Not as far along life's path as you would be if you had dealt with Simi's problems. It is a number 6, and as a fixer, it marks a reasonably good level of sustaining energy. And it says it is the passing of old, outmoded, or outworn ideas, relationships, or things. Take care that what is passing has indeed fulfilled its purpose. And it's all about completion, but also disruption. So yeah, it's telling you to let things that are needing that are have been, and I feel like you're getting that small semi, not the big one, because the big one already happened. Now it's just a matter of letting those things that need to end go ahead and end and start looking towards the new. Okay, Cancer, I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please like the video.